Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss conquest of Bengal and battle of Plassey. East India Company. As all of you heard about the East India Company, you obviously knew about this because this company had ruled India over more than 200 years both as a trading and territorial power. Before we start conquest of Bengal, we should know the background of East India Company. During ancient period, India was a rich and prosperous country in wealth. The western country basically imported spices from eastern side, but they had to pay a huge amount for the spices as it continued through many hands. Gradually, they started to discover sea voyages, and the first successful sailor and explorer of western country was Vasco da Gama. He was a Portuguese sailor and explorer. In consequence of a British trading company, that is East India Company, got permission from Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of Britain at that time, in 1600 AD. They entered India in 1608 and the Captain Hawkins went to Jahangir's court to grant a royal favour for establishment of their factory in India. The Mughal Emperor Jahangir gave them permission, and as a result they established their first factory in Surat. Above all, as an honest trading body, they continued their business, but after some decades or a century, they tried to interfere with the internal matters of the country. They tried to get benefit of the lack of unity among the rulers at that time. Conquest of Bengal. Bengal was the most fertile and richest among all Indian provinces at that time. Its industries and commerce were well developed. In 1717, the East India Company received a royal firman by the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II and were granted to trading in Bengal as their prior wish. Reasons of conflict between Company and the Nawab of Bengal are the firman issued by Mughal Emperor in favor of Company. It means the loss of revenue to the Bengal Nawab. The power, and the second one is the power to dastaks for the company's goods was misused by the company's servants to evade taxes on their private trade. These two reasons are the most primary reasons to arise conflict between Company and the Nawab of Bengal. Battle of Plassey. Matters came to a head in 1756 when the young and quick-tempered Sirajuddaulah succeeded his grandfather Alivardi Khan. He demanded the English that they should trade on the same basis as in times of Murshid Quli Khan, but the English denied to Nawab as they felt strong after their victory over the French in South India. The causes which are responsible to arise conflict between Sirajuddaulah and the East India Company are: the East India Company denied the order of Nawab. They denied to pay taxes to Nawab, and they started fortify Kolkata, and as a result they built the Fort William in Kolkata. This behavior of East India Company dissatisfied Siraj-ud-Dawla. As a result, the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dawla, occupied Fort William on 20 June 1756 and forced East India Company to flee, and the East India Company and their servant took refuge at Fulta, nearby the Bay of Bengal. The East India Company planned to take revenge on Siraj-ud-Dawla. They organized a web of intrigue and treachery. The officials of Nawab who are indulged in treachery with the East India Company against Siraj-ud-Dawla are Mir Jafar, Manik Chand, Ami Chand, Jagat Seth and Khadim Khan. As the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dawla conquered Fort William or occupied Fort William to take revenge. From Madras came a strong naval and military force under Admiral Watson and Colonel Clive. Clive reconquered Kolkata in the beginning of 1757 and compelled the Nawab of Bengal to concede all the demands of the East India Company. For more power over the Bengal, they wanted a pliant tool in the place of Siraj-ud-Dawla. To discredit the Nawab of Bengal, Siraj-ud-Dawla from his throne, the East India Company or English and the Nawab of Bengal met for battle on 23rd June 1757 in the field of Plassey. Plassey is a place which is 20 miles from Murshidabad, West Bengal. The Nawab Siraj-ud-Dawla was killed by Mir Jafar's son, and Mir Jafar succeeded the Nawab Siraj-ud-Dawla. The consequences of battle are followed. It paved the way of British mastery. After the victory over Siraj-ud-Dawla, the British power boosted and they collected rich revenue from Bengal, which ultimately made them strong in army, and they started to exploit the people of Bengal. Okay, this much for today. We will meet soon in next video. Thank you.